Everyone wants to be remembered, but few are willing to suffer for it. Everyone talks about leaving a legacy, but legacies aren't written in comfort. They're written in chaos, in doubt, in the fire. If you're looking for ease, you're not looking for greatness. If you're chasing applause, you're not chasing purpose. Because the path to legacy is not lined with pillars and praise. It's carved from the stone of struggle and sacrifice. Today, we're going to break the illusion that greatness is gifted, that success is soft, that impact is made without pain. The truth, legacy is forged in fire, and the fire will burn you, but it will also build you. We live in a world that glorifies comfort, a world where success looks like luxury and struggle is seen as failure. But if you study every person who left a mark on history, you'll find something very different. Comfort never created a legacy. Ease never sparked a revolution. Safety never changed the world. The great ones, the ones we remember, they weren't comfortable, they were committed, they didn't avoid the fire. They walked straight into it. Because they knew what most people forget. The fire doesn't destroy you, it refines you. The fire comes in many forms: rejection, failure, loneliness, doubt, discipline, sacrifice. Then yourself. You're also choosing to be tested, to be doubted, to be uncomfortable, and that's the point. Legacy is not about avoiding pain. It's about finding purpose through it. It's about showing up when it hurts, about standing tall when the world pushes you down. It's about building something that outlives you, even when it costs you everything. Because the fire tests your limits, but more importantly, it reveals your truth. We're constantly sold the idea that success is about feeling good, that if it's hard, it's wrong, that if it hurts, it's not for you. But real success doesn't feel good all the time. Sometimes it feels like exhaustion. Sometimes it feels like heartbreak. Sometimes it feels like walking alone with no map. But that's what makes it real. Legacy builders don't wait for motivation. They don't need applause. They work when no one is watching. They suffer in silence. They grow in the dark because they know the deeper the roots, the stronger the tree. And the deeper the pain, the louder the impact. Think of every icon you admire. They weren't born in comfort. They were born in chaos. Martin Luther King Jr., he didn't preach from a throne. He marched through hatred. He stared down fear, and he paid with his life. But his voice still echoes through time. Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in prison, not for violence, but for believing in something bigger than himself. And when he walked out, he didn't seek revenge. He built peace. These aren't stories of ease. They're stories of fire. Fire that burned away weakness. And you have that same fire inside you. You don't need to be famous to leave a legacy. You don't need to be perfect to make an impact. What you need is to embrace the fire, to stop running from the pain, to stop choosing comfort over calling. Your legacy won't be built in your comfort zone. It will be built when you choose to get back up, when you choose discipline over distraction, growth over convenience, conviction over comfort. No one remembers the person who quit when it got tough. They remember the one who kept going. And you're capable of more than you know. But you'll never discover it until you stop protecting yourself from the fire and start walking through it. Let's be honest. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to stretch you, break you, rebuild you. That's how you earn the right to be remembered. Not by choosing what's easy, but by choosing what matters. You won't always be supported, but you can always choose. Choose to show up, choose to fight, choose to believe. Because legacy isn't a moment. It's a lifetime. It's every choice you make when no one sees. It's every time you choose integrity over shortcuts. Every time you put in the work when it's not convenient. Every time you say no to comfort and yes to calling. Legacy isn't about leaving behind a name. It's about leaving behind a standard, a mindset, a fire in others. It's about living in a way that makes people better long after you're gone. And that kind of legacy, it's forged, not found. It's earned, not inherited. You won't stumble into greatness. You won't accidentally leave a mark. You'll have to bleed for it, sweat for it, sacrifice for it. But when it's all said and done, when your time here is over, you'll look back and realize the fire was never your enemy. It was your beginning. So here's the truth. If you're in the fire right now, don't run, don't hide, stand up. Because this is where your legacy begins. The fire will test you, but it will also transform you. It will take your excuses and turn them into power. It will take your pain and turn it into purpose. You weren't born to stay comfortable. You were born to rise, to build, to lead. And if you're willing to walk through the fire, not just once, but over and over, you won't just chase legacy. Because legacy isn't built in comfort. It's forged in fire. And fire always leaves a mark. Make sure yours is one the world will never forget.